Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Queen B. If this is your first time joining us, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification button for whenever I upload more videos like this. Now today's topic is how I started my hair business. Let's get right into it. I'll start it out first by telling you a little about myself. As I said, my name is Queen B and I am one of the founders and CEO of A&L Beauty Boutique, and I'm from Florida. Our business is operated and located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Okay. I started out in the hair business because of the love that I have for hairdressing and wearing of hair extensions. I love combing clients' hair and I love wearing hair extension. Somehow wearing hair extension, it gives you this good feeling and it allows you to have high self-esteem, especially when you know that you're looking radiant. And so it all started out for me when I was in high school. I used to comb my sister's hair. My sister is younger than I am, and I also combed my cousin's hair. And what I would normally do is to like cornrow their hair or braid it to go to school. I also braid my own hair. However, during that time, hair extension was banned in my school. So what we had to do, we had to do the hair in a way that it hides the hair extension. So we mainly do the hair in bun, cornrow the hair, or braid the hair like invisible braids, so it's not too obvious. And so would do a bun and put the hair extension in it. And so that is how I do it when I was going to school. So I start out putting braids in everyone's hair and also in my hair, and I used to put like mainly so there are sometimes when I braid it and there was sometimes when I do the hair extension, and so I have to do it in a way where it's not too obvious. After leaving school, I would braid my hair and I would also do hair extension. I would braid persons' hair in the community. That was my main audience. That was my main target audience, the persons in my community. So I'd mainly braid their hair, I'd do cornrow, and I would do sewing for persons in my community. That was where I get my most of my customers, right? But that didn't last for very long because I actually I got a job, a full-time job, and I started working full-time, and I also started doing a full-time, not full-time, sorry, I work full-time, but then I do a bachelor's degree part-time. So only on the weekend sometimes I would get the time to really braid one or two persons' hair. So I couldn't do the hair very often, so that was on a little pause for the time being, right? I eventually got married after completing my bachelor's degree. I got married and I had to leave my full-time job to join my husband in his community. So my love for hairdressing, doing the hair, it all started again when I moved to live with my husband. After I got married and I moved to live with my husband, my love for hairdressing and doing hair extension for persons start all over again. I start falling in love with braiding and sewing in hair. I started doing all of that because my husband knew that I could braid, I could rope twist, I could do all those things. And so he would, by word of mouth tell persons in the community that I could do that, and so I would get the customers. So I was working part-time and I was doing the hair for persons part-time when I come to live with my husband. And so I started doing my research because I realized that persons love the hair So I started to find out where could I get the hair in bulk, where could I get virgin human hair extension in bulk. And so I started doing my research on Google, and that is when I put in that search and I realized that I found the information on Google. It was a lot of information that came up, and I started to locate vendors from there on Google, and I decided to sell the hair. But to determine the hair, whether it is virgin human hair from synthetic hair, I had to test the hair. And so I located more than one vendors, and I purchased their hair and I started to test the hair. I would use the fire and I would burn it to determine which one is synthetic from which one is virgin human hair. So to know the difference with the virgin human hair and the synthetic hair, the synthetic hair, when you burn it, it would melt and it would stick to the floor. So it was like a plastic. So when it melts, it would fall to the floor and it sticks to the floor. That is synthetic hair. That's not virgin human hair. When I get the virgin human hair and I burn that hair now, I would see it crumble into ash, and then it would have a little black smoke that goes off. But it didn't smell funky as the synthetic hair. So that's the difference between them. The synthetic hair would melt like plastic and it would drip and stick on the floor, while the virgin human hair, it will burn and it will crumble in ash, and you will see a little smoke that goes off and it disappears. So that's the difference between both of them. So after burning those and I determined which one is virgin hair from which one is synthetic hair, I started to purchase hair from the company that I got the virgin human hair from. And I would order the hair and I would show it to persons who, when I do the hair, I showed it to them and they love the hair. They said these are high quality hair. And so I started to order more hair from those persons, that vendor, and I would continue doing it in person's hair, and they would love it. But to start the virgin human hair business, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at first, because it's a lot of startup you need. It costs money to start up. And so to start that business, I had to design the logo, I had to design my website, I had to get my domain name. I also had to register the business with the state of Florida, because once you're operating a business in Florida, well, I'm assuming that it's the same thing in other states, but once you are operating a business in the state of Florida, you have to register your business with the state. And so it costs a lot of startup capital. It has a lot of startup and it's very costly to start up. Also, I had to apply for the EIN number from the IRS department on their website. I had to do my business cards. I had to design labels and tags for the year, and I had to pay my registration fee to host my website on Shopify, and Shopify charges a monthly fee. So it was not easy to start. It cost a lot of money, and so I had to make the sacrifice. So money that I get from my part-time job, I had to save it and slowly pay for all those things to start up the business. So it was not easy. So basically I'm saying it takes a lot to start up that business. Nevertheless, customers love our hair, virgin human hair from A&L Beauty Boutique. They love our hair because it's 100% virgin human hair. I do a lot of testing on the hair to determine the highest quality, right? And so bundles, wigs, closures, frontals, we have all those. They are 100% virgin human hair. I remember when I was testing the hair, and I took the hair to the hairdresser, and she said to me, these are good quality hair. Personally, I have my vendor, but if you're selling your hair cheaper than what my vendor is selling, I would switch, because these are very high quality hair, and trust me, that simply means that our hair that we are selling was a higher quality than what she was selling, because our hair is premium Remy. And so she loved it, and today she is my customer. And she decided that she's going to switch and support A&L Beauty Boutique. So it's all about sourcing your vendor, sourcing the right vendors to get the good quality hair. So A&L Beauty Boutique sells high quality virgin premium human hair, and you can check it out for yourself. Okay, so that is how I started out doing my hair business. By testing the hair. I had the love for the hair, and I started to test the hair when I purchased it from the vendors, and this is where we are today. So there you have it. This is how I started out my business, and you will get more information in the description below, so you can check the description below for more information about this video, about how I started the business. And if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for whenever I upload more videos. You will be able to get them as I upload them. I will be seeing you in my next video, so thank you for joining, and bye.